Hello and welcome back for another episode with your favorite Project Lead the Way instructor, Mr. Spaeth. Today we're going to be going through Autodesk Inventor and setting an active project so that we can be organized with saving our files. So in order for me to do this, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to open up Autodesk Inventor so that you can see what we're doing. So I want you to open up Autodesk Inventor. And again, as I ask my students, don't use this front screen because we do have a special drawing file that can only be found when you go to New and the Mesmer folder that I made. So where I want us to look right now is Projects, this button right here. Projects allow us to save all of our files for a certain assembly, a certain part, or sorry, a presentation, all in one file. Without doing that, putting different parts in an assembly file, let's say this green part was in a different file on my computer than this blue one, Autodesk Inventor really does not like that. And especially students in my class, if I see that you're working on a project and an assembly, and all of a sudden you're starting to get errors that say, cannot find your file, or this file is not in the active project, I'm going to ask you to fix that before I ever start helping you out. Okay? So fixing that goes like this. When we want to create a new project, okay, we click on the Projects button or the Projects button right up here. Same thing. And we go to New. Let's say we're going to do a new single user project. That's always the one we pick. The name that I'm going to give is we're going to call it Train. And the path that we're going to find. So right now I have my USB stick in here. And all the kids in my class are going to get a USB stick. But my USB stick is called Mr. Spaeth. I'm going to open it up. I have my stuff in a folder that says PLTW IED 1415. I'm going to find my Train folder, and that's where I'm going to put my project. All my Train files are now going to go into the Train folder. So when I click OK, notice my project path. Everything is going to get saved right there. That's exactly where I want it. I don't want it on my desktop. I don't want it in some abstract folder on the computer that Mr. Spaeth can't find. I want it exactly where I tell it to go, exactly where my project is located. So I'm going to click Next. And I'm going to click Finish. I don't want any of this wizard stuff. And there we go. So notice I have a project name called Train, and it has a check by it, meaning that is the active project. So when I go Done, and I go to my Mesmer folder, and I click a New Part, I want to make sure, okay, my Train is in there, good. I'm going to select a new part. And let's say I create something really, really quick. So I'm just going to make, again, maybe the same thing that I made last time. My mouse is really slow today. I'll make a rectangle. Okay, I don't really care how big it is. I'm going to finish that little sketch. I'm going to extrude it, say 1 inch, sounds good. Go to my home view so that sets me out a little bit. I'm going to go to my button here. I'm going to go Save As, and notice what file it puts it in. Right in my Train folder, right on my Mr. Spaeth Project Lead the Way IED 1415 folder. That's exactly where I want it. Okay, so I'm just going to say Sample. Saved. Now let's say we're done with that, and we want to start putting together an assembly. I'm going to open up an assembly file. I'm going to place a part. And as soon as I hit place part, oh, no, that's not what I want. What I want is just regular place. Notice when I go to place a part, it goes right to my train folder. It goes right to the part that I want to place. I have no problems. If my project path was not set, if that little check was not on train, it would have gone somewhere else, and I would have had a really hard time finding my little sample part. Okay, so I'm going to place it right there and go OK. Okay. So very, very important to set our project path each and every time we start our day with Autodesk Inventor, because it'll help us be it'll help us be organized, and it will make it so that we're not struggling with Inventor trying to find the file that we thought we saved somewhere but really didn't. Okay, so hopefully this helps. Hopefully we are now done with 4.1D software modeling instruction from the Project Lead the Way curriculum. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. But please like, link, share, or subscribe to my channel so I can keep bringing more and more videos to you from Project Lead the Way. Thank you very much.